Hello everybody, it's Joe here and welcome to Train Sim World 5. Yes, it's finally here. I mean, it's been here for quite a while now, but I have been away. And yeah, I did mean to do a video on this sooner, but my life has been rather hectic. A couple of, well, do you know what, I won't even bore you with that. There has been a couple of things going on, but we are back now. I've hopefully you've not noticed that it's impacted the YouTube channel too much, but it has meant that we have been a little bit delayed. So yeah, we're here at London Euston on the new West Coast Mainline South, which unfortunately doesn't run to Birmingham. Massive disappointment there. I was really hoping when they announced that there was going to be a Pendolino. The Pendolino, of course, sold separately. Again, thought, a little bit stingy of you there. Having said that, it is, you know, there's quite a bit of traffic that you get on this. I mean, you'll have probably seen that there's a 350 somewhere. Is there a 350 over there? No, that's a Pendolino. Oh, we're in the ceiling panels. Oh, right, okay. Let's just whiz over here and see if we can see. I mean, as per usual with Train Sim World, it looks stunning. There's no getting away from that, is there? Oh, look, there you go. So we get 350s, 101, and an Aventra here. I don't know what that is. 710, 256. Bit of a bugger about the fact that there is no branding. They lost the license for London North Western. I don't quite know how that occurred. I don't pretend to be an expert when it comes to licensing. But yeah, it is a bit of a disappointment. So there are things on the Creators Club that people have made, liveries. Is that our... yeah, that is our signal there, isn't it? Easy to cross-read, I imagine. Right, let's get these doors shut. Yeah, there you go. So we've got the X there. Off we go. Doors are getting shut, and we'll bang it in forward. Right, off we go. Full steam ahead. So, first stop, Milton Keynes. This is a non-stop service, and yeah, the route finishes at Milton Keynes. Now, again, I find that disappointing. It's just one of those, isn't it? I would have really liked the good long run through to Birmingham. That would have been absolutely fantastic. Particularly when we got the longer runs, like the Edinburgh to Glasgow. That's a longer run, and Peterborough to Doncaster as well. That's about an hour and a half, isn't it? So yeah, I was really disappointed that Dovetail seems to have gone back to their old way of doing things, where you get a tiny portion of route. I mean, Express, it's about half an hour. You can drive a stop-in service that can take you up to an hour, and of course you do have the different traffic on it. So you know, it's one of them. I just found it quite disappointing, but hey ho. First game in the series, as far as I am aware, where you haven't actually had to pay for the game. So you get Train Sim World, if you own Train Sim World 4, you get Train Sim World 5 free of charge, which is exciting. However, you don't get any routes with it, if that's the case. That's very much how it used to be with Train Sim Classic, if you remember. So yeah, you can either buy Train Sim World 5 as a separate game, of which case you'll get your 3 new routes, or you can upgrade. Your existing game free of charge, which is quite nice actually, because it means that if you don't want any of the new routes, you can enjoy Train Sim World 5 and move with the times. I do like that. I think that's something we've needed for a long time. Obviously, all the games in the past, you've had to actually buy them, so it is easy to get left behind. And of course, they stop supporting the old games, which is very disappointing if you maybe can't afford it, or you just simply aren't interested in the newer. The newer game. There is also a couple of funky new features. Guard mode as well. You can guard the 350s. I don't know if you can guard the Pendolinos. I haven't tried, to be honest with you, but we'll look into that at some stage. Come on, full steam ahead. I'm hoping... Sorry, you must excuse my cough as well. I am hoping that we're going to do a live stream at some point on this. I'm hoping we're going to get out of London as well. It does happen on Train Sim Classic. My West Coast Mainline South is very unstable. Normally you get around the corner here and it crashes, unless it hasn't already. So yeah, it'll be quite nice to actually drive the route without it crashing. I'm hoping we'll manage that. Pendolino, of course, tilting. Very exciting. I do believe that that's the first time we've had tilting trains in Train Sim World, although there might be the 612, a Deutsche Bahn unit. I can't remember if that was Train Sim World or Classic, but I think they tilt as well. It's certainly the first tilting UK train we've had. I do hope that they do a Voyager for this as well, with decent sounds. That would be lovely. Yeah, Voyager, really lovely trains. I like a Voyager. You know, you've been to this channel before, you know I love a Voyager. Yeah, really nice units, I think. Not for everybody. Controversial opinion, I know. But yeah, I do like a Voyager. Anyway, excuse me, into the tunnel there. What do you get then? So yeah, West Coast Mainline South route, this is going to set you back £29.99. It's an awful lot of money for an awful not a lot of route. There are a lot of negative reviews. I have seen quite a few bugs with this. Hopefully they will fix those as we go on. Not obviously in this video, but yeah, as time goes on, hopefully bugs will be fixed. So yeah, what does that get you? It gets you obviously London Euston to Milton Keynes. Avanti going the other way. The lighting is just stunning on this, isn't it? It really is good. Yeah, it doesn't get you the excuse me, doesn't get you the Pendolino, but what it does get you is the 350. Now, if you own the London to Brighton route, your 377s will appear. If you own that Goblin line, you will get your 710s appearing, and if you own the Bakerloo line, you'll see your London Underground stock. So yeah, there's plenty to see. There's also a couple of 66s that make an appearance on this line, which is nice. It's okay, off we go. Full steam ahead. Let's get up to 100, shall we? That'd be quite nice, because when you do go through the tilting sections, it really does feel like you're getting up to a lot of speed here. It's one thing that I think Train Sim World does a hell of a lot better than Train Sim Classic. The sensation of speed on this game is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Right, okay. What's this little blue thing here? Is that EPS? Do you think? So I think they've done a fairly good job of sort of making the 350s look like 350s, but not. Well, they are 350s, aren't they? But making them look like 350s in the London North Western livery without sort of, you know, I think they've done a reasonably good job to cover it, but I think maybe they should have delayed the release until it was sorted. I don't know if they have a plan to get it in future. You know, the licensing to use the brand, it's yeah, it's one of them. Or they could have even done something like offer a free branding patch, you know, so that they're not selling the brand, they're not selling the licensing, just a free branding patch. But as I say, I think that if you look on Creator Club, there will be a couple of free liveries on there, I do believe. I don't know how that works for replacing all the AI trains. I honestly don't know. I don't know an awful lot about Train Sim World. I only tend to play it when I'm doing YouTube, to be honest with you. Oh, what's happening? Oh, why does the cab keep flashing? That's a bit of an odd one. Look at that. I mean, the Pendolinos, they're such beautiful trains, aren't they? Has to be said, I do prefer the Virgin livery over Avanti West Coast. You can discuss that in the comments. What do you prefer? I think the Virgin livery looks a lot more sleek. I'm a fan of like a horizontal stripe, like on that London Overground livery. I am a fan of that. I think it just looks really, really good. This sort of, like what London North Western have done, Avanti have done it, Transpennine have done it. It's sort of like vertical, like more vertical stripes on the liveries. I just don't think they look as good. I think there's a lot to be said for a sleek, horizontal stripe, but maybe that's just me. Right, full steam ahead, up to 120. We're nearly at 125. I'm assuming that's coming off a depot. This is an early morning service, the 6 something or other. I don't actually know where we're going. It just says London to Milton Keynes. I mean, do we what? Oh, London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. Look, there we go. Piccadilly spelt wrong. Doesn't it have 2 C's? I'm gonna have to look that up. I've never sort of hang on. Where are we? Yeah, Piccadilly has 2 C's. They've spelt it wrong. Oh, look at that. We've got a bit of freight going on the right-hand side there. That is just beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. I do think this game is stunning. It has its problems, do not get me wrong, but I just think it's stunning. Do I think it's worth the money? Oh, this is Wembley. Obviously no passengers on the platform, on the fast platforms there. That's really quite good that they've paid attention to that. Look at the till. Oh, that is beautiful. That is absolutely lovely. Right, let's get rid of that and take a nice little photo. You know I love a photo. We're on a 9-car Pendolino today. speed set going on. One thing I love as well, look around the cab. The visuals in the cab, I think, over Train Sim Classic are just so fantastic. They are brilliant, aren't they? Look, we've got the scuff marks. The cab on... Oh, look how small that looks compared to us. The cab on Train Sim Classic, on that Pendolino, it does look sort of like it's just rolled off the production line. It does. You know, I think the... let's have a bit of tilt. Bit of that, and then we'll have a bit of that. Oh, beautiful. It's very photogenic, isn't it? I'm sure you'll agree. 37 miles. 37 miles to go. Full steam ahead. Obviously, we do have... I feel it a bit of a cop-out as well, because don't we have the Bakerloo line in its entirety? Up to Harrow and Wealdstone. And up there. Do we not have that already? So they've not actually had to build that much of a route. Obviously, they've had to properly signal it, but it does seem a bit of a cop-out, if you ask me. Bit of a shame, really. Where are we going through here? Is this Watford? No. Of course it's not Watford. Blithering idiot. Watford doesn't have London Underground going through it. Grade A moron. Come on, Joe. Come on. Excuse me. Honestly, I apologise, people. It's not good, is it? Not good. It is nice to just bang it in speed set and just sort of observe the route. Because I think a lot of trains, you are having to concentrate an awful lot more. These, I do just love just sort of looking around, you know. Autumnal, I think we've got, is it an autumn route? Yeah, I think it is. Obviously, all the trees are orange. Still not got away from that Train Sim World sort of popping that goes on. You see the trees will pop, keep popping into sort of low resolution and high resolution. You know, there is a lot of popping. You do sort of feel like, whoa. Maybe it's just me, but yeah, it's something that you notice. I do like as well the fact you're driving along here. Can you see like my head is bobbing up and down? That's just part of it. I don't know if the chair's bobbing up and down as well. No. But yeah, you do sort of get a lot more of that on Train Sim World, which I think's nice. I do like that. Right, let's have a bit of braking for the 110 that's coming up. There we go, right, 110. Bob it back on speed set. Lovely. There we go, 110. I don't know how long we're at 110 for. It seems like quite a while, doesn't it? Now, I don't know. We're coming up to Watford here. We might be, because the underground goes off here, doesn't it? Just keeping an eye on what's going on up here in the top right. Seems like the signals keep clearing, which is good. Oh wow! Look, we're catching up to a freight. I do like it when you go racing past the freights. It's just pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, that must be doing 75. He's motoring along, isn't he, that chap? Yeah, this is definitely Watford. I wonder if I can get a cheeky little photo. Oh, we're not going to get one, are we? I'll have passed the 66 by then. I mean, look at that. Whoop, hang on. There we go, we'll keep the 66 in, which has no headlights on. Wow. Bit naughty, isn't it? Where are we now? Coming up to the 115. And then we'll be back up to 125. Feels awfully slow, doesn't it? Just 110. Oh dear. Oh, hang on. Right, get that on there. Right, where's my speed set? That's there. Tell you what, instead of putting the speed set on, we'll go back to looking out the window. There we go. Because we're going up to 125 now, aren't we? EPS 125, so obviously normal units can only do 110 up here, but whereas because we're a Pendolino that tilts, and of course Voyagers, we can go a lot quicker. A lot quicker. Dearie me. It's starting to come lighter as well, I do like it. It's a lot nicer when it's lighter, isn't it? It does go to show that the, you know, I mean, it doesn't seem like 2 minutes since Trains in World 4 came out with Peterborough to Doncaster, does it? I can't get over like how they've sort of released this, in, you know, in the sort of state it's in. I mean, even Leicester to Nottingham and Derby, that was quite a lengthy route, wasn't it, with quite a lot of functionality. This just does seem a lot more, it's like they've sort of thought, oh yeah, well we've been doing that and meh, you know, it's not really worth it. You know, it is a disappointment. I mean, don't get me wrong, the route is fantastic to drive. I don't know the route. I don't know the route, okay? So those of you that will probably be picking up on, oh well, you know, there's factual inaccuracies, that may be the case, and you know, I do not sign this route. I've never worked over this route in my life, so yeah, from someone who's never driven it, it seems perfectly fine to me. One thing was noted, I think that they have copied the West Coast Mainline South route from Trentham Classic, which is a few years old now, because there have been some changes. I think there was a crossover that has been missed out, so this is West Coast Mainline South to a couple of years ago. You know, it was a couple of years ago that they seem to have used the reference. Now, please do feel free to correct me if I'm wrong there. Oh, hang on, double yellow. Wow. Better get slowing down, haven't we? Pendolino. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 car. We're getting slowed down, aren't we? Good lord. Oh, you can hear the D0s. Shouldn't really hear that, should we, as we're going past? But it's nice they've got the sounds in. Right, double yellows. Let's just sort of have a little bit more braking. Maybe step 3. Right, hang on. So we've gone back to double yellow. Can't be catching something, surely. Double yellows. Maybe we're catching a London North Western that's on the fast. Let's have a look. Just keep it at 70. Keep it at 70. Double yellows. Right, so I reckon we can probably speed up a little bit. I mean, when are we doing? 7:02.5. Probably a little bit early, to be honest with you. There we go, we've got a green, so we'll bang it in full power and hope for the best. I think that's what most drivers do, isn't it? Yeah, full power and we'll see what happens. That's it. If you read the Daily Mail, that's what they'll have you believe is... Actually, no, to be fair, they don't even go on about power, do they? They just say you press a button and it goes, you press a button and it stops. That's whereas, of course, if you're watching this, you and I know different. We know that's not how it is. What's this coming the other way? London North Western. Should we call it London Not Western? Because it's not, is it? Oh, and another one. Here we go. We can still do 125. Wow. That is pretty cool, isn't it? Look at the till. Oh, that is nice. It's just beautiful. They really are lovely units, aren't they? I do like a Pendolino. 66 going the other way. There's a lot of traffic to see. I'll give you that one. There is a lot of traffic to see on this. Maybe that's why it can't... No, do you know what? I'm not getting involved in the excuses. I was going to say maybe that's why it couldn't go all the way to Birmingham, because the game would blow up. Well, do you know what? That sounds like someone else's problem, doesn't it? No, I do think it's a really, really well-made route, to be honest with you, from what I can see, but it's just a shame it didn't go further. That is always going to be a gripe. They managed it years ago for Classic, so why not World? But I mean, look at that lighting. That is beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, wow. Boom. Back into the light. What's happening is... there we go. It looked like it was raining. Why has the windscreen gone all funny? Is it raining? I don't know. It sort of went all twinkly. Maybe I'm about to pass out. What happens if I do that? Okay. That's... I don't know. Yeah, it's... Look, there's little water droplets on it. There is. Ah, funky. And that does actually wash them away. That's pretty cool. There we go. Come on, keep going to green. I don't want to slow down again. Oh dear. Back down. Oh, better get some 5 in, haven't we? Flipping heck. Knock it down to braking 3. Notch 3? Step 3? No, notch 3 is accelerating, isn't it? Back down to 70. That should see us. We'll let whatever that is get in front, and then we should be fine. More double yellows. Oh, and a green. Tell you what, we'll go for a bit more power then. I do like going at 125. It is something though on the Pendolinos. If you are travelling with Avanti on this section of line, it's very, very busy, and a lot of the time that I've been travelling with Avanti, you don't get a clear run because, I mean, last time I checked, or certainly before COVID, there was 9 trains an hour out of London. 9. Let me think now. So that was, what was that? That was 3 Manchesters. You've got a Liverpool an hour, a Blackpool / Edinburgh, which is 5, 2 Glasgows, so that's 7. You've got your Holyhead. You've got somewhere else. But yeah, absolutely insane. Right, I tell you what, we'll ease off to 100 or 99. Here we go. Where are we coming up to here? I don't actually know any of these areas at all. Shall we, are we near Bushy? I know that's a station here. Oh, Cheddington. There we go, Cheddington. I just read it on the station sign. Are you proud of me? It has to be said, whilst I do really like travelling at 125, I think it's a lot more interesting a drive when you do get stuck behind something, you know, and you're having to follow it, and you power on, braking, power, braking. I do think that makes it more interesting. Because you do feel like you're actually driving the train rather than just getting up to line speed and then sort of sitting as a passenger until you get there. Oh, audio announcement. Oh, right, okay. You can click this. How do you get out? Oh, there we go. Ah, funky. Can't do anything with it, like, but. Oh, hang on. Right, so it's not touchscreen. Right, Joe, look out the window for God's sake. I wonder if we can make an audio announcement. Oh, hang on. Oh. Right, so you can't press Q when you're in that screen. That is interesting. Right, let's make a enter. Oh no, you can't do anything. Right, okay. Disappointing. Never mind. Never mind. Well, we've missed a good portion of the route there. Hopefully nothing too exciting. .350 going racing past there. 8 car. Wow. Oh yeah, I forget they come in 8 car formations, don't they? I wonder if you get any 12 cars on this. Oh, we've driven 90 miles. Not on this. I have actually taken the Pendolino for a spin already on my own. I wanted to see if all the bad press it was getting is justified. And do you know what? I don't think the actual train's bad to drive at all. Wish the route was longer. No, we're not starting down that slippery slope. You've said your piece, Joe. For goodness sake. I don't know if we actually need those on now, do we? Oh yeah, getting... There we go, we'll just have intermittent. I like how they're not too loud. Sometimes on train sim I find the wipers are a little bit antisocially loud, if you get what I mean. Do you know what? When everything's working right, I genuinely believe we have a fantastic rail service in the UK. And I realise that that's not for everyone. I know that everyone likes to slate our rail service. But when you think, like, what is happening now? We're on a Pendolino. We're shooting up the West Coast at 125 miles an hour. You know, the safety record of the UK's rail network is impeccable. You know, I don't want to jinx it there. Christ, I'm going to go into work tomorrow and all hell will break loose now I've said that, won't it? But yeah, you think in this country... Get me breath. In this country, you can get on a train without thinking, oh my lord, am I going to get to the other end all right? Because like, it's a 99.9999% chance that you will. You know, and the amount of trains we cram onto our network, the fact that a wheel turns on a daily basis is nothing short of a miracle. And I really do. I'm not just saying that because I work on the railway, and I'm worried that I might get sacked if I don't say it's wonderful. Don't get me wrong, it has its flaws. But I do think when everything is running like clockwork, like, you know, for instance, this morning, and, you know, all the services I've seen today have been absolutely on time, bang to the second. You know, I do think we have a really good rail network. I do. Obviously, I'm sure some of you will argue and you'll tell me all your horror stories. Don't get me wrong, there's some there, but yeah, it's just nice. It's just nice. Obviously, in times of disruption, it's a little bit harder, but that's that, isn't it? I honestly, for this, excuse me, I would rather. Oh, that's not Watford, is it? That'll be somewhere. Bletchley. There you go. I was going to say that's. I thought that was Watford, but it's not. Bletchley, of course, where the services go off London North West and go off to the right. They used to run the 319s down there, didn't they? Right, okay, so we need to actually think about slowing down for Milton Keynes, don't we? Right, here we go. So, slowing down. Let's have a bit of brake 5, just for the initial. I don't know what the professional driving policy at Avanti is like. I don't know what they're expected to do in terms of braking. There we go, 1.4 miles. So I think we'll still keep it on the notch 5 there, step 5. One thing as well, the TPWS grids on this will set off if you are going too quick over them, so that is one thing worth noting as well. Oh, we are slipping a little bit, wow. We braked a little bit prematurely there, never mind. Never mind, we've actually got 4 minutes until we're due in, so we'll be absolutely fine. We'll just come in nice and steady. Take it steady. And we should be absolutely fine. Right, a little bit more. There we go. Coming into Milton Keynes, as I'm sure you'll agree, it's the station that you will always know that you are at. You can't not know that you're at Milton Keynes. Do you know why? Have a look at how many flipping station signs. I don't know if they've put them all in on Trainsim World, but have a look. Oh wow, Pendolino southbound. Look, here we go. Milton Keynes. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many station signs? That's ridiculous. 5, 6. Is there another one here? No. Oh, wow. 7. There you go. You can't not know that you're at Milton Keynes, for goodness sake. Excuse me. Right, well, that is where, everybody, we are going to leave it for today. I do hope you have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of Trainsim World, the West Coast Mainline South route, London to Milton Keynes. Let me know what you think in the comments section there. I get it's not for everyone. I do understand that. But, yeah, do you know what? It's not a bad drive at all. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, whoops, nearly going past it. If you have enjoyed today's video, please do click the like button. It's always appreciated. And if you haven't already, do consider subscribing so that you never miss out on any future episodes. Apart from that, as I say, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you all next time. Cheerio! Goodbye for now.